did it. You made it.
Wasn't easy. The whole thing is just annoying.
Yeah.
Andrew said the internet went down this morning, and then when it came back on, it was real glitchy, so we had to reset everything.
Oh, if my internet goes down here, the Spectrum gets a call and they fix it. So
yeah,
I just call them and they fix it. It's all good though. It's all good.
Oh yeah, we're up running.
So, other than internet going down, how's the day going?
Not bad.
We got someone in there already. Tanisha.
I did some stuff over at the, where I was doing that. I showed you a picture of that thing I want to make into a cage, but over there. Yep. So there's that.
Hi, Pat Geckos.
Well, I've seen some of your pictures you put up today. Well, at least the one where it said, let's take some hotness to the...
Well, now people are going to be like wondering why, if they're watching this, like Leonardo might get jump in, because I'll probably see him on Sunday and stuff like that. Some of the stuff looks better than I remember it looking, because I priced my stuff. I'm pretty decent at going, at 5 grams, 6 grams, it's going to be this price point. And I never change the price points until it's 2-3 years old and I still have it. Then I start hacking the price in half. And I looked at the one, I'm like, dang, that looks good. That's all I did. I was like, whoa. And it's a rarity that happens, where I just like get blown away by my own geckos, because I see them every day. And I'm taking Gem Snow radars. I'll be the only one with Gem Snow radars at any show. They're not many people work with them. So I have Gem Snow radars going. Let's see, tons of blood stuff, like a ton of blood stuff. I'm taking clouded, Gen 2 clouded stuff. So people will be happy.
Yeah, that's pretty, that'll be pretty good. You gotta let me know how you do at the show.
I'm hoping good, but Mickey's not going to be there. Neither is Tamara. So, punks. They're the ones that run it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they run it, and but they run like, I don't even want to say 16 different locations around the country. I want to say 16 now.
Do they have someone that's going to fill in for them then?
Yeah, the way I took it was they got a manager that's going to do it, and then Sarah. Bill, she's part of the Herp Society, and Bill's other half. She's going to be helping out, and Bill might be helping out. I just asked Mickey if I'm allowed to set up the night before still, because usually he stays there for me and lets me set up the night before.
Yeah.
It makes it a lot easier on me.
Yeah, I guess, because then you're not rushing around in the morning trying to set that all up.
Oh, it sucks sometimes. Well, the problem with geckos is ball pythons do poop too, okay? But you get like 2 ball pythons that poop. Geckos poop every day.
A lot every day.
So in my displays, I put paper towel in there, and everyone asked me at the beginning of the show when they see me, why do you put paper towels in there and take them out? When they poop, they're not pooping on the acrylic.
No.
So I take that out.
Do you put the paper towels back in?
No.
You leave them out at the show, though, right?
And then when I bring them home, if they poop in there while it's in there, then I just bring them home and I literally clean out my acrylics every time. Then my cups, they get the same cup because I got this size cups. Well, they're the taller ones.
Yeah.
And they get that cup until they go to the bigger cup. But I think I'm just going to say screw it and just put them all in the bigger cups from now on instead of doing the small cups.
Leonardo, how are you doing?
What's up, dude? Someone's working. That's my work chat. I can get out of there. I don't need to talk to anyone. Leonardo's going to buy some blood stuff. I got female blood stuff coming up that are kind of female blood stuff, and that it's harder to get good looking female blood stuff than it is male blood stuff. Male blood stuff's always looking hot.
So here's a question for you. You said the blood goes really good with the clouded line, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, would you get a male or a female
for like to breed?
Yeah, because I like with what I have down here, like the ones I have.
I always tell people you never want to downgrade a female. You never want to downgrade it. So you always want to breed the best males to the females. Now, once in a great while, you've got to downgrade a female. A female's just going to be so good looking that your male's not. So I always say invest your most money in your males.
Okay.
Now, if you invest more money in your females, the faster you're going to get to your goal. But your males are your building block to everything.
Okay, I'm just referring to what I hatched out.
Yeah.
Here and stuff.
Yeah. The males will end up being your best looking ones, except for clouded. Clouded females tend to look better. They're just like black pearls, black knights, and all that. The females tend to stay darker.
What's cool about that is Becky picked me up that incubator over the last weekend, and I can have a ton in there.
Next year with the female, you will do that, dude. You're going to. I haven't had a bad day. I can let everyone know about it. I had a 4th gen female clouded that is really dark. I was breeding her with a 4th gen clouded male, and there was another 4th gen female in there, and the other female beat her up. I don't think she's going to make it. So I'm trying.
That's why I like to keep on. I can understand you're huge and you're trying. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but and like I was talking to you yesterday too about was that yesterday or was that today? That was yesterday about the moving them, the males. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Leaving a male in one and then just introducing the females.
Yeah, because you're only moving a female one time to that male's cage, and the male I would take and put to 12 different cages over and over and over, and sometimes males would overbreed. Well, this way at least I can breed him for 3 days to some females and then let him have 3 days off without being moved, and he's always ready to go. Mm-hmm. I like that. I'm actually going to change 90% of my breeding because of Big G.
That's cool.
I like the idea. I know someone said it wasn't his idea, but I mean, Matt Baronic might have done that too. I'm not totally sure, but I know that he used to keep his males in 18 quart tubs, 2 and 12 quart tubs. It wasn't the one that you've seen. But females are always the aggressive ones. Females are punks.
They're punks towards each other, but males will bite your finger, man.
Yeah, males bite fingers, but when it comes to aggressive Leos, it's 99% of the time it's a female. And I put them in there, and they were fine for 2 days. And the 3rd day, I seen it. And the only reason I know that it was the other female, that female had some battle scars herself. The male's like, I want nothing to do with this. Because he's just laid back. He's the male clouded. He's just like whatever. He's fat. He doesn't like moving. But I don't think she's gonna make it. She's beat up. She's really, really beat up. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes on there.
Might surprise you. Sometimes they do make it through that though, but sometimes they don't. But you would know. You've been doing it longer than anybody I know.
I hope. I got, what else did I get? I got more cave gecko eggs today.
This female that I got over here, this female rainwater, she's getting huge. I mean, her tail's getting huge. She's just putting the weight on. She's getting big.
That's the first way I choose what females I'm going to keep breeding. The ones that don't lose any size. Now,
she hasn't lost any size. She just keeps getting bigger. And
they
bigger.
Don't lose size. They keep going. So if I have one that's the same quality to me, and one loses size and one doesn't, I'm going to sell the one that loses size. And if I have one that's just a little bit better looking but loses size, and this one's just a little less better looking, but it doesn't lose size, I'll keep the less looking one. It has a lot to do with that, how I go about choosing my females.
So did you said you hatched out some cave geckos?
No, I got some eggs.
These
got some caves. I got caves right here. These should be hatching. I don't know. Some people said 90 days, and I'm like, geez, these eggs look good. They just sit on my computer desk.
I was gonna say you leave them on your desk so you can watch them all day when you're doing stuff.
I haven't never bred them, so I don't know the time frame, and I'm getting told like 4 different time frames from people that breed.
If they're like, if it's because they like the cool temperatures. If they're anything like what's the Nick can run up to 120 days if they run like a crested gecko, So like crested geckos, when I first started doing crested geckos, I was scared too. So they were incubated on I just stacked them up on my computer desk. The reason is I'm here every day, so I won't miss it. So I mean, they get incubated at 6. This is like 68 degrees in here.
That because I have to keep it that way for the alligator lizards, and the cave geckos like it that way. They like the 68 to 74 degrees.
Yeah.
They do best. And what's really nice is the stupid mealworms don't pupate.
Yeah. Yeah, so you don't even have to refrigerate them if you keep them at a lower temperature like that, then do you? Yeah,
nope.
That's good.
We're looking to add chameleons this weekend. I got a couple people that's got chameleons. I'm looking to add chameleons to the kit go because my wife's going to take care of it.
I don't know what chameleons it is, but some chameleons it takes like 9 months for the eggs to hatch.
Yeah, we're going to do veiled. I think it's like 100 to 120 days, 90 to 120 days. But they lay a clutch every 90 to 100 days.
Oh.
So
how many eggs do they have in a clutch? 30
to 80 on average.
Holy cow.
So she likes chameleons, so we're going to get some veileds, and then I'll get some panthers. I'll go from there. I know some people are going to be really mad here. I used to feed veiled chameleons to my boom slings when I got them in. I used to do it all the time. They eat chameleons, so I didn't care.
That might be a good thing to put in that enclosure over there.
Chameleons are fun. You got to have the UVA, UVB, of course, and stuff like that. She's into them. She's into tortoises, so I'm trying to get stuff that they're into so they can enjoy what I do.
The temperature they need to be maintained at?
They're open air. Give them a basking spot around 80 to 90 degrees. A basking spot, and they can choose to go up there. Everyone's like, that's too hot. Well, if you let them choose to be able to go up to that level and down, they can thermoregulate, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'll do 80, 85 at the hot spot.
So the veiled chameleons are the ones your wife wants to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is there any special needs with that? I've never had a chameleon. I mean, we had them in the store, but I never had one.
UVA, UVB, calcium, and feed them wigglers. They like wigglers, and some will eat like grapes and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, so they'll eat a little of everything. We'll just dabble in it and see what happens. We got the redfoots coming next weekend. I got more redfoots coming, adult females. I'm going to look at alligator lizards this weekend. I'm sure Dan's going to have a few pair. I like my alligator lizards now.
Now with the chameleons, can you house a male and a female together, or do they have to be separate? Okay.
No, you can house them together. Yep. I don't know about housing them in trios and groups, but my Jackson and I used to house together all the time. Jackson are fun.
That's
I like
cool.
Jacksons.
Tanisha, I didn't get to say hi to you when I first popped in. Hello, Tanisha.
Yeah, Tanisha's here. Leonardo's here. Let's see. We got people all over right now. We got people. Most of them are on I'm only streaming on fauna radio stations or channels and the Leopard Gecko Breeding Group and the Gecko Blog, because not many people know I own the Gecko Blog. And it's got it's got like 3,400 members to it. I've owned it for a long. I started it like in 2000.
Is that on Facebook?
Yeah. Everyone's like,
blog?
I need a gecko group. I've always had it. I've had it a long time.
Wow, let me go look that up.
The size I use right now, my males all stay in 12 or 18 quart. It matters what rack it's in, but 12 quart tubs. Females that are kept in groups are in 32 or 28 quart tubs. Females and individuals are again in 12s. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reverse this. I'm going to put my males in single 32 quart tubs or 28 quart tubs. And I'm going to make my library of 100 to 150 males on one wall, 1.5 walls. And I'm going to keep them all in 32s. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep all my females in 12s or 18s, because I got 18 quart two ones too. And set them up individually, and I'll take the female and take them and put them in a male cage. The reason that I'm choosing this is it made sense to me. If the way I do it now is I got some individual females that are very high-end females, very unique females. They're individual, and then I got my groups. They're all raptors, all the same genetics. And I'll put the males in the cage and just make them travel all over, so they're always in a new cage. Well, if the males are in their cage at all times, and I only take the female and put it in that cage, the animal's only seeing one other cage. That's all they're seeing. you know. So, and I think I'll be able to track it a little bit better. I still will do wholesale groupings, like my, like my Raptors, my Trempers, my Bells, and all that good stuff. I'll still end up doing those. But after talking to Big G and just listening to how he's doing it, I really liked it. It's less stress on the male. And let's be honest, the male's the one that sometimes will breed themselves to death. They just will. So, I mean, I got animals that want to breed, and I got to take them across the way and get them away from females and all that. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I am switching that style to that style next year, 100%. The only thing is I got to up my 12 quart, because now I can buy 12 quart at whatchamacallit. So I need 600 total breeding ones, and I only got like 100 something right now because of males. Like the males are going to open up, so I'll have 100 or so extras. I probably need like 300 more 12 quart tubs, racks, whatever. I don't know.
So what's the name of that group again?
The Gecko Blog.
The Gecko Blog. That's why.
Yeah, I own the Gecko Blog. You go on there, I'll let you in.
I want to go do it right now.
That's mine.
There it is.
We're streaming there right now. Gecko Blog people. How you guys doing?
No, this is called the Gecko Blog War Room, or
no, the Gecko Blog. The War Room was when they started taking a class, because I had the Gecko Blog classifieds too, and we called it the War Room. So I can just send you a group.
I was going to say I must be banned from there or something. You got other moderators? Maybe I got in an argument with one or something over the years, because I can't find it.
It's right there.
It's right where?
It's in the chat. Yeah, we're rocking and rolling. A lot of old school people. Not many people post there anymore. We have a lot of people from overseas post on there. Sean Bergman posts on there a lot still. Like a lot of old school people. Sean Bergman's really kind of taken over the site, which is awesome. He's got good stuff.
I joined, but I guess you got to still accept.
Yeah, I'm going there right now. I'm right there. I'm like, let's see. Let me just go like this. Go like this. Boom. See, approved.
So was any of your other was it an exciting day today?
Mom, not really. Packing geckos is okay to me. It's a long process for me. I'll let everyone know how I do it. If you guys got a better way to do it, let me know. If you could think you got a better way, but this is how I do it. I label my racks literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so forth. And 3 to 6. Oh, cool. Oh, cool. I will. No worries, brother. 3 to 6. 3 to 6. I won't be there by then. Sons of whatever. but anyways, I label my racks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I will then, and no joke, I pick what I take to shows. So while I'm cleaning on Sunday, I start this the week before the show, 1 week before. So I have 2 weeks to do this. I start on Sunday and I start marking the tubs I want to take to the show. And then I write it down in a book in order, in the exact order that they're going to be pulled. Okay. Then the 2 or 3 days before I got to pack the geckos, I set up every one of my cups with on the side, because everyone knows if they go to the show, my little cups have the label on the side. My big cups have the label on the top. So I set them up in the order of the racks. So all I got to do is I have every tub marked and I go pull gecko. I don't have to look. I can just pull it.
Sounds very fast.
And the prepping it take time, but I've learned that if I don't do it that way, I'm like, okay, it's 3719, and I'm looking, where's 3719? Because eventually they all get moved around. Because if I have like a gecko that slow grows, I have a slow grow rack, and they'll stay there the whole time, and that's until they get the size. And then I'll move them again, but I don't put them back in order. So I don't have a an order. I have a blood rack too, where it's all blood stuff. I have a gem snow rack that's all gem snow stuff. I have 3 clouded racks now. So yeah, and I need to make more.
Yeah, you need to do a big video about the clouded lines so people.
I did a small one. I need to do another one. I did a small one, showing people like how it affects the coloration. And now I'm taking a couple really cool animals that I don't know. I'm not even charging that much. I think the most expensive one's like $250. Taking to see what the people think about it. I like the clouded stuff. I want to get to where I want it to be though. I gotta mess with it.
Yeah.
I like the clouded. I got tangerine rainwaters. I got so many tangerine rainwaters. Jesus. I needed to send you a bunch of tangerine rainwaters.
I love the tangerine rainwater stuff. I like it. I do.
Well, that's all I have is tangerine rainwater. My rainwater stuff, I have nothing else. Just tangerine rainwater. Now that I have the pure line of Murphy's Patternless, I can take over to the rainwater next year. But then that takes out the Patternless will take out the tangerine.
Yeah.
So, and then I got blizzard sitting here. I don't breed.
Why not?
I don't like them. They're just here. How I got them is a friend of mine wanted some geckos off me, and he really wanted some geckos, but he didn't have money. But he had these blizzards, and he kept wanting to trade them. And I was like, whatever, just whatever. And he ended up leaving like, I don't know, 6 blizzards on my table. I was like, what? And they just sit in my rack, and I feed them. I've had them for 2 years. I've never produced one.
Huh.
And everyone's like, oh, you should produce blizzards. I'm like, I don't know. Like snow, I got Max Snow stuff. I hate it. But then I don't have Max Snow in Bellobino. I have Gem Snow in Bellobino. I have Max Snow in Tremperobino. So I should just keep this going on and just get like Tug Snow and put it into rainwater. So I have Tug Rains, Gem Bells, and Mac Tremper. I don't know. It's been a weird day. It's been a really weird day. I need to start posting on TR too. I posted on TR today. Did you?
No, I did not.
I did. It's my fault. Please follow us on Facebook. No one's going to follow you on Facebook. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Maybe a year or so. Me and Becky did a show or two, and we're never really big because there wasn't much shows around here, but we didn't do too bad at one. Yeah, but it wasn't, the first time they had the show, and we went, just the first time they had the show. So not that many people went through, and the people that did go through were just looking at stuff. So.
Yeah, I mean, you get them looker shows. I remember, what is this? Recently reached out. Oh, I thought it was good for Speedway. No, I don't want to work at Speedway. I remember a show one time. I forget. Maybe it's Dayton, Ohio. May have been Dayton, but they had it in a mall. And this is how they sold the show. They said it's going to be in a mall. I'm like, the walkthrough is going to be insane, but it's not going to be reptile people. It's going to be a petting zoo. But why not? Well, let's go do it. Well, when we get there, it was in a closed store. Like, it was in the mall, but it was inside of a store. And there was maybe 10 vendors. The walkthrough was insane, but no one sold anything. I don't think I sold one thing.
Wow, that makes a boring day.
Yeah, I was like, we're not going to be back. We knew this was going to be it. But then there was another one where it was out near the Football Hall of Fame, maybe. I forget. It was out east. And we went to it. They did door prizes. I think we sold like $1,000, which wasn't the best, but it was fine. And the show grew, and then they just stopped doing it. Like, we were doing pretty decent there, and then they just stopped doing it.
The show in Fargo does pretty good. What it is it's a marine, so they have corals and like saltwater fish and stuff like that, and reptiles there. And every year it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. So
Yeah, I'm talking to Mickey at the same time. Guys, I put in the title that I want to talk about how hard it is to get ready for a show. People think that breeders just get ready for a show and they just make money. Oh, it's not even that. Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it takes me 2 weeks to prep for a show. I got a show this weekend and next weekend, so I'll add a few geckos like to fill it back out. Because I'll probably sell like 20 to 50 geckos probably. Um, and but I got to come back now. These geckos got to be ready. Now I know someone's gonna be like, "Oh my god, I'm not gonna feed them heavy. I'll feed them something, but not heavy. It's more hydration." So I got to get them back in a cage. I'll come back Sunday night. I'm going to unload all these animals, get them back in their cages. I'm going to make sure they're clean, and I'll get to sleep Sunday night about 2:00. Then I get up to get back to work at 6, 7:00. Then I work all day. Mondays and Tuesdays, I work all day. I don't get done until 9:00 at night.
I think you might hate Mondays and Tuesdays.
I hate Mondays and Tuesdays. So then Wednesday, I'm off. So I have to clean cages because everything needs to be cleaned. And then I'll hydrate them, my mist them, and stuff like that. And then I got to pack them on Friday. Because the reason I pack on Friday was like, oh, you pack on Friday? Well, it doesn't matter. If it was a 2-day show, I'd pack them on Friday anyway. So I pack them on Friday. I go to work on Saturday. I get off around 2, and then I leave, and I get up to wherever I need to be and do my thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Mickey's going to take care of me. Watch this. I swear to God, Mickey's going to take care of me.
Now, did you get that text about the ledges, the feeding ledges that I was talking about?
Did I? I might have. Let me see. Oh, yeah. I see it now.
Do you think they're a good idea?
Any of them sell. Any of the feeding ledges and feeding bowls and all that do sell. I have a friend. I was a friend when I was in Ohio, and now he's this friend of mine on Facebook, and he does 3D printing of different feeding things.
Yeah.
And he does pretty well at it. So, I mean, if the concept works, I say people will buy it.
Yeah, it would be just a regular ledge that comes up with the holes in it to hold the cups and neodymium magnets on the back, so you can clip it to plastic or metal or a glass or whatever it is.
Yep. If the concept works, people will buy it. I know that at Sewerfest, I don't know if they're at Janesville, because Show Me Snakes is going to be up here, and then the next one's going to be, I'm going to do Sewerfest and stuff like that. If you want your link down, since we're on this, you want your link down below or your domain down below, contact one of us. We'll talk. You want your thing up top, let me know. But yeah, if you get something that works, people buy it up. Let's see. Have you seen the J5 Gecko 3D printed stuff? No, I haven't seen that yet. I haven't been able, unless someone sends me something, I usually don't see stuff.
Okay, I got a question for you now about 3D printing. A lot of 3D printing stuff is toxic. Now, will that hurt if you put water in it, or if you put, because it's toxic. You can't even, when you touch it, you're supposed to wash your hands and stuff like that. So I don't know.
I don't know. I couldn't answer. I don't know. My daughter uses 3D printing stuff. She has a pen. And I don't know. I never looked at it. I couldn't tell you. I
think it depends on the 3D printer. If it's one of those liquid ones, or
I wanted a 3D printer, but I'm friends with 8-Bit Guy, and he says, I mean, he got one and he barely uses it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of them things, you get it, you think it's cool, you make some cool stuff with it, and then you're like, and it sits in the corner. And I understand what he's saying, because I got so much tech gear around me that's just like, cool, and I don't touch it anymore.
See, if you were a person that did models or something, would be one thing to have a 3D printer. You could print up little stuff for like trains or whatever, but as for just to have one, I don't know.
The reason I wanted one was to build. This is the reason I wanted it. I was doing Raspberry Pi stuff. Raspberry Pi is a little computer, and I was making making smart TVs out of non-smart TVs with Raspberry Pis. But I had to cut the back of the TV. I could never get it to sit inside the TV right, where it would hook up right.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to cut the back of the TV, and it would always be open. I wanted to 3D print a case for it where it looked good. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted it for, 100%. And I was going to 3D print cases because all these people were like, I don't want this TV. It's not smart. How I started was I was taking laptops, tearing the screens off, and using just a motherboard and wiring it in to make the TV the monitor, using the Wi-Fi chip in it, the computer, putting a wireless mouse and keyboard dongle on it, and then giving it and selling the TV as a smart TV. I was doing that with the cheap, like dead laptops. It would work every single time. But my problem with them, they were overheating. And I was like, gosh dang it, these laptops are overheating because I put them in there and they weren't fitting. I had to cut holes, but they still were overheating. So someone told me Raspberry Pi. And I was like, oh, and they're only like $30. I was buying them up, I can make your monitor with a Raspberry Pi, a regular monitor, a smart TV.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was, and I could put Nintendo on it, Nintendo games and Sega games, and they had their TV, and it was a video game console with a thing called Kodi. If anyone knows what Kodi is.
I've heard of it, but I don't remember what it was. I wouldn't remember what it is. Yeah, when you're doing 3D printing, sometimes it takes a really long time.
Cycle times, yuck.
Oh, I forget what I was going to say.
You're going to say you're going to send me $2 million, and I will have to go to the show.
I would if I had it, but unfortunately, I'm about $2 million short.
If I have $2 million, I would give my geckos away and be done.
Would you really?
Yeah, I'd give my geckos away. I'd invest it the right way, and I would just do photography.
That's cool.
I would be done. It's the reason is, and I tell this everyone, I just kick myself in the butt that I produce so much, and it's to the point where I produce for money, and I like the animals. You get what I'm saying? It's like, are these going? Is the 100 geckos I sent out last week going to good home?
Here's the thing, though. You like the geckos, and if you like the money, it's a double. Yeah, I can understand what you're saying. Though when you send it out, you don't know who's getting it.
I struggle with it. And I got friends that really get on me about it because they don't like commercial producers, and I'm a commercial producer. 100%, I'm a commercial producer. I don't know. I'd probably be done with it and I would give my geckos. Oh, you can have my geckos. If I get $2 million, you can have them.
I can send you $2 million of Monopoly money.
That's what I'm talking about. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is we're going to start accepting donations. Oh, Mickey's texting me again. I said he rocks. He goes, Mickey's keeping the Kodi, his manager, there later just so I can set up.
Oh, he said, that's cool.
He said 2 to 6 or something like that. And I'm like, oh, that's okay. I'll sit more. And he goes, Kodi will stay there for you. And I'm like, Kodi. So I'll get there by 6. I promised.
So how are we going to start accepting donations?
I want to do Dogecoin and Bitcoin. Okay. I'm going to get a QR code for that. And I'm going to set up a PayPal donation link so people can do that. And I'm just going to have it on the screen so people can actually just do the QR code or whatever if they want to start doing donations. And stuff like that, because I got someone that's really on me about doing super chat, and I'm like, well, we can't do super chat until we get, I think it's 1,000
subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, but you can do super chat if you had Lab. I know that if we had Streamlab instead of StreamYard, Streamlab they got a link that you could put, and it super chats it. It's completely bypasses YouTube, but we could still stream on YouTube with it. It goes directly into a PayPal. Goes directly into a PayPal account.
I'll look at stream. I'm not hooked on the StreamYard. It's just a thing to do. That's all it does. Yeah. I don't care. I can cancel. It costs me What's the plan? It's $50 a month, or whatever the top
Something
plan
like
is.
that. Yeah, it's like $50 a month or something. But StreamYard, I think, is less than that. Streamlab.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm just gonna look it up.
Yeah, they got a whole bunch of stuff. You can do super chats on there, all kinds of things. It's pretty cool. I gotta let my dog in real quick. Hold on one second.
No worries. So everybody else, guys, I have the since he's going to get his dog. I got the reptile show this week. Then we got Sewer Fest coming up in a week. I'm happy that it's Janesville than Sewer Fest. I really enjoyed Janesville, even though my boy Mickey and Tamara is not going to be there. I really like the feel of Janesville. It's kind of like a fun show. Everyone has fun. We all jump around and whatever. Sewer Fest is huge. Sewer Fest is a big show. And this is the biggest one there's going to be. Shane is just awesome.
Is that going to start rivaling like Tinley and stuff like that ever? Or
if you talk to the vendors that do Shane's Sewer Fest and you talk to the hardcore people, they already say it's better. Now I've done both. If you just take the show and not the extras, the auctions and all this, I think Shane has one of the best shows around. It's 20 years old. Shane does really good. He makes me feel at home. So does Mickey and so does Dylan and all these. It's just if you take just the show. Now, can they compete with the after effects and the big breeders going in the auction? No, but I will tell you this: Show Me Snakes show had that auction for the U.S. Ark, and we did 5 digits.
Holy cow!
Yeah, we collected 5 digits for a little show in Janesville, Wisconsin.
Does he plan to expand anywhere else or just stay in local like that?
Shane is only local. That's Sewer Fest. Mickey is all over. Show Me Snakes is all over the country. He fears nothing. He fears nobody. He is a good guy. He loves animals. Mickey became one of my good friends instantly. I mean, just instantly. He's all about giving the money to U.S. Ark. He doesn't care if he makes money. He honestly doesn't. He just doesn't. He's all about education. He prints up U.S. art cards to put on people's tables. I just love Mickey's drive is just second to nobody.
You should talk to him and try to get him to do a show out here once.
He asks all the time, where's so people can do shows? He asks all the time. He researches it. He'll put a show there. It's always in a nice place. I mean, I can't say that no one has it in a nice place because Dylan's in a casino. Literally, Dylan Green Bay shows in a casino. He has, and Rothschild is Dylan too. It's in I love the location. It's in a strip mall. But the location was beautiful. I mean, it was nice. The walkthrough was nice. It could have been better, but for a first show, it was amazing. Janesville's in a beautiful spot. It's right next to the Holiday Inn. Literally, I wake up and I just walk down there. I don't even have to go outside. I love that. Hint to anyone that has reptile shows. Put it in a hotel where your people don't have to leave and go outside.
That's where they used to have the one that Becky and I go to all the time that they have here once a year.
Yeah.
So it was used. They moved it now because it got too big for the hotel. They moved it to the fairgrounds, like the state fairgrounds.
Okay. Yeah.
But they used to have it in the hotel and used to get a hotel room and stay right there and
gotcha.
Never had to leave the building. Yeah.
Yeah. It was something like that for Rothschild, but they wouldn't let us walk through. Because there was a hotel connected. It was weird, connected to the strip mall. But it was fine. Because what's nice is I go and I set up the night before if I can. And then I go and I just do the little filmings I do. And my daughter and wife can sit up at the hotel and sleep and come down at 11. It's just nice for them. I want to travel more. but it's been a really weird season for hatching, and I oversold my wholesale stuff. Bad Gary. But I mean, I'm still hatching today. I'm still hatching. I got 20 babies in there I need to put away. And I'm going to do it lazy. I'm just going to take the top of the cup, put it in the cage. I'm going to set the cage up, put it in there. I'll write it all down later.
Yeah, because you'll know what it is. So
yeah, that's what's nice about starting your collection out and doing the organization from the get-go. So if I put something in the blood rack, I know it's blood. All my blood stuff is either possible het tremper, possible het eclipse, or het eclipse, whatever. Because that one blood proved out to be het eclipse. I don't know if I told anyone. I got 2 years of a blood didn't produce albino. An eclipse, no eclipse, and an eclipse popped out on the 9th egg this year.
Oh, 2 years without it.
Yep, and I bred him with visuals.
You were getting excited too, weren't you? You were like,
yep, I was like, I don't think he's had an albino. I think the albino's clean. But he's had eclipse. So now I have to take him to Macularis and backbreed it because he is pretty deep. So I don't know where that came back in. So now everything's still past het. So
now here's just a simple question. Do you think the eclipse can just pop out in animals, or do you think it has to be a...
It's in there. It's in there. It's a recessive gene, and it's killing me. And I won't mention some names just in case they don't want people to know. There's other breeders that hate it just as much as I do. Eclipse is just it's just a demon.
I think every animal I hatched out this year is eclipse.
Well, your treppers, your cloud stuff's all eclipse. That's why you got a radar and eclipse. So it'll all be eclipse. Your rainwaters will not be.
No,
your rainwaters won't. And then the bloods, I do have some cool blood eclipse. I'll have at the show too. It's really hard to make eclipse tangerine, first off, but I'm getting tangy eclipse stuff. I got a really nice blood raptor I'm taking because I just don't want her now. I kept her for the longest time. I don't want her anymore. I didn't even breed her. It's like, don't want her. Leonardo's going to buy some females off me.
He told me, I talked to him every day, and he told me that he was going to buy your whole table or something. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I'll make him a deal. He knows it. I'll make him deals. I just need to move some animals. I need to move animals. I have to. I'm shooting big for next season. I'm shooting real big for next season.
Now, when you say big, are you shooting for mass quantities or top
notch looking, some really, really high end stuff? Because the quantities usually all wholesale, and I'm not going to go any bigger. I think I just picked up a new client today. I'm not sure how big a client is going to be. So
I heard that through the grapevine.
Yeah,
just so you know, I'm in the loop.
Yeah, there you go. I think I picked up a new client today. I don't know how many he's going to buy, but if it's under 100 a year, I don't have to up my production, and I don't have to change prices or anything. Yeah. If he's going to be one of them 500 a year customers, then I'll have to think about adding a few groups of what he wants. I'll say, what kind do you want? And I'll just pull babies and make another group. So I'm going to have face temptation at that table. Temptation is going to be hard because some of these female bloods are doggy. I have a male tremper, blood tremper that's going to be amazing too. And I did not put on the tag, but I have blood emerines too. I just call them bloods, but they're blood emerines all the way. They are army green.
Them are cool looking. I've seen pictures of them in my book. I put my book somewhere else, so it's not right here.
Yeah, so you got the bloods. What else? I got some really cool eclipses. I got a really cool thick stripe raptor that doesn't fit the project for me. That I haven't offered up at all. She's gonna go. I don't want to say she's the worst of the worst. She's just worst of my best. That'll be cool to see the earrings. I'm telling you, dude. They're all males though. I don't know if you need a male because you got the males, but these males are intense. Intense.
Okay, Leonardo, I'm going to give you a little bit of piece of advice here, buddy. All right. take a fat wallet with you.
And there's Wally.
Wally! Don't worry
Had
about it,
another-
buddy.
I had another couple meetings tonight. I cannot reschedule. Dude, that's okay.
We understand.
Looks like, dude, I'm telling you, geckos. Wally, I have some geckos that I think you're going to love because you like orange and red. I got some orange and red
cards. That works.
Dude, cards works. You know me. He knows this phone very well. But it's in a different case now, see? It's in a different case.
So, is Wally going to that show? Do you know if Wally's going?
Oh,
Wally,
yeah.
going to that show?
Wally will be there. If Wally's not, I'm going to be upset. Wally loves Show Me Snakes. What's nice about Show Me Snakes now is I know exactly where I'll be. And Wally's in the same spot. Well, Evan and Miles haven't been back for a while. Dylan. I'm spending all my money. All right,
Tomorrow.
So I need $3 million.
Yeah.
Dallas Hollas. Yeah, I'm bringing some really cool geckos. I got some cave geckos I'm going to be bringing. Nothing too extreme. There's regular Chinese cave geckos.
Did you see the ones Wally just hatched out?
Yeah, he's got some baby cave geckos. I can't wait to... He's making me mad because my cave gecko is just sitting here. They're just sitting here. Look, they're just sitting here. They're sitting here. But the eggs are big, but I don't know.
When you look at them every day, it's like watching a pot boil. Just doesn't happen. It takes forever.
They're dumb. I don't like them. No, I love them. But I'm going to be getting them chameleons, I think. My buddy Bill, Wally knows Bill really well. He's going to be there. Madison Area Herp Society has a table for the first time in a long time because of COVID. Vivitech is going to be there. Lots of stuff going on. I'm really excited. I'm really excited about Sewerfest too. I love Sewerfest. I love Sewerfest. Sewerfest is special. They are cute when they hatch.
They are very cool.
Love baby caves. Dude, my problem Wally is I'm not going to get rid of them. Just like my alligator lizard. I'm not going to get rid of them. Because I have a thing. The first animal I hatch of a species, every year I keep no matter what it is. So the first leopard gecko I keep, the first crested gecko I keep, I'm keeping all my alligator lizards. I don't care what anyone says. The first cave I'll keep.
I know why you're going to keep all the alligator lizards, because when you came down, they were all in there. You don't know which one came first, so you have to keep them all.
I have to keep them all. Oh, dude, that was still the freakiest thing. I was just looking over, and then I went over there. I think I was going to mist them down or something. I just seen, because I got these hides, just like a gecko hide, and they keep it moist in there. And a bunch of little things were going on there. I'm like, what is that? And then I was all excited, dude. I was pumped. I was like, perfect. And I took out 4. And I was so excited about those 4. When I lifted it up, I didn't notice the ones underneath of it that's sitting there. And I went through the whole cage. I combed everything to make sure I got them. I got all 8. 4 lived, 4 are alive. And my 2 adults are looking good. They're mean as ever. And I can't see them right now. They're probably underneath the hides. That's where they hide now.
That's cool. Hopefully out of one of them 4, you got a male in there, huh?
I'm hoping I have a male. I'm going to be talking to Dan. I think he's got a few more. Barissa, how you pronounce it. And I'm going to pick up a couple more. But you can't keep them in trios or more. You can't.
They got to be pairs.
They got to be pairs. The females, just like everything else, get aggressive.
Now, are you sure over there that them are a male and a female, or do you think it's 2 females you have?
I have 1 female, we know, and then the other one, Ryan was trying to pop it, but he thought it was a female. The other one, and because you pop them like snakes. I tried to pop it, and I couldn't get nothing to pop out. So, I don't know. But then they say that the color of them can be identifying for the species, and the ones with the most pattern tend to be female, and mine both have pattern.
But they're getting along, so it kind of throws you for a.
Well, no, if there's more than two, they start getting territorial.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I got what you're saying.
Then I got Memphis. Memphis is actually getting calm. He lets me pet him now without running away.
That's awesome.
I can pet him. I can sit there and pet him. I got to get him on video. But I will have a video of Janesville. I will have a video of Sewer. I don't have a Sewer video. I have a Rothschild. I have a Rothschild and a Sewer or steak. Show me steaks twice. So this will be the first Sewer that my daughter will go around filming. I'm going to do the high cam. Everyone deal with the high cam. I don't care what you say. You just say hi to the camera.
Yeah.
I'm going to get customers doing it too. It's a nice intro to the intro, the whatever you want to call it.
I wish I lived closer.
Dude, you would have so much fun. My problem is and Wally's same thing, is we're so busy, we don't get to walk around the show much. So if I don't set up the night before and have time to walk around the show during the morning, I can't leave my table. I mean, Wally and I can look at each other and we're just stacked. We're stacked, and I feel bad if I go talk to him and vice versa, because I mean we're taking each other away from our customer base. But a Gecko Island, that's what I call it, because we have geckos, and there's usually like a snake person thrown in there, and they're the oddball. And then we have Nico. Nico's the frog guy, but Nico's part of the gecko family. No, that's not good. Oh man, Rothschild was really funny though, because it was like they went in waves. They went from one side, it would be really busy, and they would go to the other side, be really busy. That's what it was doing. It was really weird show.
Huh.
I like the location, Rothschild. But I will say this, and Wally knows what I'm talking about. I said when it was just Sewerfest, I said that Wisconsin could handle a monthly, and everyone told me no. And now there's shows. There's more than 12 shows a year.
All right. My wife's going to sit here for 1 second. I got to run and do something super fast. It'll only be a minute. She'll be right here.
Oh, okay. We turned out the same time, looked at each other, and I was pointing. Yes, it was a busy show too. That was such a busy show. Let's see what I can do.
I don't know how I got sucked into this crap.
I have no clue either. It works though. See, my green screen don't move. See, I can move all day. I tease them all the time.
Oh, that's a hot mess over there. Okay.
Yeah, if I take it down, I can show everybody, because I showed everyone on the other show I have. This is my background. That's what it is. What I see.
His is a little thingy that's attached to the chair. See?
Yep. I told him just to buy a green sheet.
That's what I told him.
Let's see.
Too.
Scott Smith is the only person that might.
He's got a green shirt. I told him to wear that. He could be a floating head.
Well, Wally likes his new look. And yeah, find everyone in incubator. Find everyone in incubator.
That was like, I don't know how I found that. I just walked up the driveway and I seen $5 on it. And I just looked at the lady. I'm like, is this the real price or are you messing with me?
$5, that's cheap.
She's like, no. She goes, yeah, $5, but it doesn't work. I'm like, I don't care. You sure you only want $5 for it? I think she was trying to talk me out of it because it didn't work. I'm like, I don't give a crap if it worked or not. It's going to work for what I need it for.
It's a deal. I told him to throw some heat tape in there and make it a female incubator.
Exactly. That's the first thing he didn't even see it. He walked past it and he didn't see it.
Mine are refrigerator, like old refrigerators. That's my incubator.
We have one over there, like a double door, like the fridge and freezer side by side. And he was going to do one and one, one for one and one for the other.
Yeah.
But never got around to it. So it's still sitting over there. But he's always been looking for a glass door one, and we can never find them even broken for under $150.
Yeah, I can't. I want a monster one, and I can't find one.
So
I'm not wasting my money on $150 on a broken monster.
yeah, it's a glass. Yeah, it's about, what would you say? I'm 5'6", so I'd say it's about 4.5 foot tall.
Yeah, it's a big incubator.
You got some sexy pictures of me with.
He's excited about that. I told him next year he needs to produce 250 geckos.
Yeah, okay. You're gonna help me pay to feed them?
Well, that's what you got to do. You got to sell the geckos to feed them.
Yeah, no, that's what he does do.
Yeah, you got to sell them and feed them, and I mean, we could talk to Rainbow and see if we can get a better deal.
So, yep.
Let's see where it's at. What is mealworms costing today? I don't even know. I never go to their website because I don't order through their website. I text them.
Oh, I don't know. I know. I think the last time I had to order them some, I don't know how many we got for $30.
Yeah, we didn't get many.
Is it $37 really for 10,000 babies?
I don't remember. I know it was 30 something that I paid for, but I don't know how many we got.
Yeah, you're gonna breed the snapping turtle.
No, it was that.
Yeah, okay. Wait, with what?
Well, we got another snapping turtle coming.
I think not. You got to come into your house, right?
No, I don't do snapping turtles.
Okay, well, neither do I.
I do terrapins.
Well, you can keep those.
Keep what?
Well, tell him that you said no.
He's standing right behind me. He hears me that I said no more turtles.
No turtles. No turtles. You know, it wouldn't be bad with the turtles, but when they go to the bathroom, he clogged that filter up every single day. Every day, I had to clean it. I mean, it was like the dog going to the bathroom in there. It was crazy.
Well, I told you to stop using it as your own personal toilet.
Well, when you're down to gecko room, you got to do that. No, just kidding.
He's a butt munch. I don't see how you put up with him, because some days I want to chuck him out of the window.
Because this is my break. I'm usually cleaning gecko stuff all day.
But he's probably gonna get mad at me for everybody. But Tuesday
What? Nothing's happening.
This Tuesday coming up.
Nothing is happening Tuesday.
Birthday.
Mr. Andy, 50. He's gonna be the big 50.
I'm 71.
I'm 25.
See?
Look, part of my dress is blending.
I do that. Like, my card does it. My business card does it, see?
Yep, he's 50 and I'm going to be 25. Go figure.
This is cool. That's all that matters.
Well,
my duck should do.
You look much older than that.
My duck should. Oh, my duck does not.
Your duck does not. Does
And
Andy's
green.
pen holder? Oh, Andy's pen holder does.
Let's see what else I got.
Plug right in, right?
I don't have anything else that's green.
Wait,
Yeah,
he put
nothing
a
else
bag
green.
over my head.
My Eric Metcalf card does it? No, nothing. I don't have nothing else. What? My phone. The phone would do it if I reflect it right. It does it. I thought maybe not. I don't know.
It's making a liar out of you.
What's Wally saying down there?
Your goatee.
Lord. But well, Gomer's back, so
Cool.
I will keep an eye out for $5 incubators. If I see any, I'll send you'll have to pay for it all.
Sweet, I'll pay for it.
Shipping's going to be outrageous because that thing weighs a freaking ton. It took 3 of us to carry it.
That's hilarious.
Me, Gomer, and some stranger that I have no clue.
Well, I'll help you do that. I'm like, okay.
So, well, happy early birthday, old man.
Yeah, thank you.
He is old. All right,
Everyone
guys.
send him $1,000.
I need the vacation. Bye, everyone.
This cool. Now this is a weird request. I have to go do something. I got to take my tablecloth things out of the washer and put them in the dryer. I'll be right back. You hook this up. Watch. Solo time.
That's all right, man. I had to run because I'll tell you what, when you get my age, I guess you got to go to the bathroom more than you used to, man. When you have to pee, you got to pee. Sorry, I had to say it that way. You feel old at 23, Leo? Not that. It's not that bad. 23, my son's older than you are. My son, he's 25. So. Was Becky saying anything like giving out some secrets on me or something? Let me see. I'm just reading up on some of the chat that I had missed. Oh, you'll be 24 later this year. Okay, well, that's cool. I remember 24. Yes, I do. I think I was 24 when Becky and I went on our first date. Maybe 24. I remember our first date, but I don't remember, I was sailing all my animals. Yeah. $2 million. No, I'm just kidding. I do have a California king snake, if anybody's interested. Wally, I know Nanette was saying something about letting you have a snake. I could have swore she said something like that. I'm not sure, though. You got married at 21? Well, congratulations. What's that? Oh, 22? Well, congratulations on it. Yeah, that's good. I just got to look. Hello, Nanette. Nah, I understand that. I would like to wean my snakes way down. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with snakes. And I want to up the geckos. I'm going to really get more and more geckos. I really like them. I like the Parador Pictus. I could see me having a whole ton of those. Them are cool. And the crested geckos and things like that. Eventually I'll get it. Yes, my dear.
Do you remember not last summer, but the first summer I worked at Grizzlies?
Uh-huh.
I had that recipe for those refrigerator pickles that was in that like ice cream bucket.
Uh-huh.
I know the recipe was written down somewhere. Do you know where it went?
Mm-mm.
Because I just got yelled at by Jaden and said that they need it now.
I bet you it's in that hutch in them open doors where all the cookbooks and stuff are. I bet it's in there. Well, and I was thinking about weaning them down and just going really strictly with the geckos. I like the geckos. It's like snakes usually just don't move around much. They just sit there. Where the geckos, when I go down there, they'll come running over. Even to pick the geckos, though, as soon as I go down in that room and I'm looking in their cage, they all pop their head out and just look at me. Like that picture I took yesterday. You seen that picture, didn't you, Wally? Yeah, they're quite interesting animals and stuff. Oh, he's back.
Yeah,
he is back.
I'm multitasking because after every show, I usually wash my tablecloths, and I didn't.
Yeah, I would too. You don't want, you don't know what the hell's going through there. I was just asking these guys if Becky had given out any secrets on me or something like that,
Yeah, she said that you're old.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Oh man, I'm running around. But Mickey, if you're watching this, thank you for making Cody stay.
Yeah. Yeah, one of these years we'll have to make that. One of these summers or something, we'll have to make a trip out there for them, one of them shows or something.
Yeah, but either one, Sewerfest is Wisconsin. I will say that Sewerfest is Wisconsin, because it's 20 years in the making. I mean, if you came out this way, I would just pay your way and say you're a helper of mine. I just pay your way. And you come in as a vendor.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Shane's just a cool guy. He never charges me for my daughter, but I always pay for it because I might not have to because I'm allowed to have 2 people per table, I think. But I feel bad because there's some people that would get one table and bring like 7 people. And
yeah,
I'm like, well, that's not right. So I always pay for my daughter. And he always says, no, Gary. And I'm like, no, just do it.
You know, Leonardo, you said you're 24. You're going to be 24. My wife and I have been together longer than that.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think they call him a pedophile? Because I'm only 25.
Yeah, she's 25. I'm 50. And we've been together longer than 25 years. So.
Uh-oh, someone wants the off-the-wall stuff I have.
Yeah, no, that would be a lot of fun, though, to come there for that.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. At Sewerfest, the difference between Sewerfest is there's a few vendors that doesn't do Mickey's show that does Sewerfest. That doesn't do Mickey and Dylan's show. There's some of us that do them all. And then there's some that, like, pick and choose. I'm not sure if it's just location or not, but there's a few really cool vendors that do Sewerfest that it just humongous amount of people.
Hello, Moon. Hit the thumbs up, people, so we can get this really moving. This
Moon.
So, which show would you recommend?
If you were gonna go to a show and you wanted to see the most people, it'd be Sewerfest.
Okay.
I hate picking and choosing because I love Mickey, I love Dylan, I love Shane, but the biggest show is Sewer.
Okay, then that would be a lot of fun then to come to that.
Sewer's got 2 spots. I'm not totally sure how they're gonna fix it. Wally, I think, had an idea, a good idea, but they have 2 spots, and anyone that's put in the back spot tends not to sell anything now. So it's kind of like the if you get put back there. I've never been put back there, and I don't think I'm ever going to be put back there. I don't want to say it, but I don't think he would make me go back there. But I mean, I'm not sure what qualifies. I don't know if it's a drawing or if you just registered, because I register for every show at the beginning of the year.
He might fill it up that way. Like start with table 1 and work your way through until they're, he probably has them numbered or something.
Yeah, I never complain where I get put. No matter where I'm put, they know that I'm not I'm a complainer. I think I said something to Dylan one time. Dylan's going to watch this and know. Wally knows this. The first time and you just got the look. I just hit that.
Yeah, because I told him. Yeah, because I told him. I said I have a king snake for sale, Wally, and I heard Nanette saying that you were allowed to get one, and then he goes, and you just got the look. Yeah. But at Green Bay, the first Green Bay show was in a small little nice thing, but then it was in a volleyball court type area. It's weird. Indoor volleyball court, they put tarp over the sand, which was fine. And I was in one corner and it worked out great. And well, then I got moved and Wally had my first spot, which was fine. But there was a pole in the middle of my table that I couldn't put my banner up. Oh,
that was the only time I ever said anything. I was like, Dylan, I have a banner. You could have put me somewhere I could have put the banner up, There's a pole that's like there.
Do you have a banner that's behind you, or do you have a banner that you've drape over the front of the table.
I do a banner that stands behind me. The same thing holds my green screen up. I take the framing with me to the shows, and I zip tie my banners up.
Because when I did it, we used to take it and have it just tape it to the table so it hung over the front of the table.
I used to do that way back in the day, but then when I said look for Pro Herps, they were look for the banner. So I had a person that was in the venomous community make me a banner, and it said Pro Herps, venomous ball pythons, and corn snakes or something like that. It never said leopard geckos on it because I was a snake guy, and it was red, yellow, green, and black. And it said Pro Herps, Go Pro, or something like that. And my brother still has that original banner. And I got that to hang up at shows so I could just say, look for the yellow and black sign. That's Pro Herps. Come see me. And now I did the same thing with the banners I got now.
See this picture that's behind me? I tried to get that one made into a banner, but unfortunately, because the way she sent it to me it was a computer thing, it won't render out to the right size.
You got to get the PNG or the PDF.
Yeah.
If you get the PNG or PDF, then you'll be able to do that. A lot of times, like when I had where is it? I'll show you guys. When I got this one drawn up for me, this one, Erica sent me the JPEG so I could just throw it. It doesn't take up a lot of space. It looks good on the internet and stuff. But I also got the PNG and the PDF file so I can blow it up onto banners and T-shirts and all that good stuff. And I love my gecko. I always go the wrong way. I love my gecko. I actually love this gecko more than my old gecko. And now I have the artist whenever I want. I can throw her money, and she will get thrown money because she won't take it. And have her redo it. But she did it in 2 poses for me. This gecko is amazing. I love this gecko. There's nothing about this gecko that I hate.
No, I like that. I like that. When you first showed it to me, I liked it.
The other one I got that, oh God, I paid someone on Fiverr again with the refund they gave me. And I was like, this doesn't look, I had to edit it myself. And then I'm like, I still don't like it.
Now on Fiverr, could you say I don't accept that because that doesn't look anything like what I wanted?
Yeah, I could, but they gave me a credit, and I didn't know how that was going to work. I just gave up on Fiverr. I honestly did.
Wally, I had a question, and you weren't in here when I asked it. Do you think ledges, the food ledges, because I have an acrylic bender over here, if I made food ledges, do you think they would do okay? Do you think people would buy them at all? They're magnetic hookup. What you would hook up with magnets? See if he might not even.
He might be there.
So, I'm sure he is. He might be typing.
I think if you put anything out there, it's going to sell. What's nice about it is, oh, there we go. Yeah, you absolutely could get a refund on Fiverr. I use them every couple of months for something. Yeah, and I don't blame Fiverr. I blame the vendor that I went to the first time. And they gave me a credit because I had that gecko for the longest time. I mean, probably 2 years. And then I did the 12 Days of Christmas, and we found it out that it was used by someone else. Like, it'd do great with them. There's a delay, right?
Not much of a delay because I just asked you, Wally.
Yeah.
You know, I would do it so it fit those Pangea cups, the disposable ones, or the other ones, the little plastic half-ounce deli cups or whatever.
I don't have. I got the lids to them. Well, you barely can see it.
Yeah.
I don't know where a cup's at. I got a cup. I don't know. Yeah. So.
Oh, delay in your head.
Delay in my head. And I like Fiverr. I use Fiverr because my friends. I'm trying to write this program, and I'm trying to do it for a friend, and I'm not good enough. It stumped me. What we got to do. I've coded all of TR except for the backbone part of it, and I coded a lot of the REPTI deal. And he gave me a very specific thing to do, and I did it. And then he kind of changed my mind. That always happens. I want this feature now. And when I'm trying to do a certain thing, it breaks it. So I sent it to a friend, and he said we had to rewrite a lot of it. And I said, if you do it and we can get this work, I'll pay you. I'll personally pay you. And he couldn't get it done right. So I went to a Fiverr person, and they looked at my code, and they said it'd be easier if I write it out from get-go, but he wanted $7,000. And I was like,
shit.
that's a little high for me for the snippet of code I need, you know. I just got 10 of the food legislative cups from AliExpress. Cost like $1.50 each. Not even worth that. So hook me up when you make some.
You know, Wally, I watched a video that you did with the unboxing of those because they were in that one box. And when I was watching Crystal work with those, how they came apart, I was like, I think they're going to be trouble. But, you know, AliExpress, everything on there is really cheap, but I don't, you don't know what kind of quality you get, I guess, until you get it. But yeah, if I do it, I would hook you up, Wally, of course.
That's what I would do. If you were going to do it, I would actually go to someone that has naturalistic, enclosures, or would use those like a Wally, and say, I'll give you this many. Please do a review about it, and have them do a review. That's only going to help you. And then you go to someone else and say, hey, do a review on this. And because his channel's got following, and people that follow him do use the same animals, and we'll keep the animals the same way. I think that would, I still say if you make it, they would actually buy them. I see someone at Sewerfest that has them.
So would you do clear or black?
AliExpress is a hit and miss. You save in the long run on stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Well, and I was on there looking at stuff, and I was like, I don't know. Some of it I looked at, and I was like, I think that might be very cheaply made, or, that would be really good. When I had a buddy go on there and looking at some kind of rack system on there, and when they got the rack system, because you have to buy so many to get a discount, and the rack, the tubs were really small. It was like, what are you going to put in that? Because it didn't give the correct dimensions or something.
Yeah. And you said color. I would do the most naturalistic color, or something I can blend in with naturalistic surroundings.
So clear.
And another thing, I know most people use live plants, but I would put in little clips that you could clip in, like fake branches if they wanted to, like the fake vines.
Now you got me thinking.
Yeah, something like that. And
on the back plate of it, you could put holes that would hold the fake plant stems in it.
Yep. I'm trying to make it naturalistic. Color, clear, black. Keep them simple from the start. Yep. I would do also a test run, test it. No test run, test it.
Yeah, I would.
AliExpress, yeah. I know some people that succeeded with some good stuff, and then I know some people that like don't want to ever go back. Because me running a Cricut, I know we deal with AliExpress. We get the boxes, we rebrand the boxes and stuff like that.
I wouldn't do laser cutting because I don't have a laser cutter, but I do have an acrylic bender and all that stuff, so I can bend them nice. I can round the edges off nice, and I'm sure I can get the holes in them perfect without no major issues.
Acrylic bender.
Yep. Yeah, I can make, like if you want an enclosure that was like wavy, I can make it wavy for you, anything like that. Yeah.
Man, there's so much that needs to be done. I need Brian Hahn to give me some more displays to match it. I just need 2 more.
Yeah.
But there's a waiting list.
Oh, see, that's what happens.
I should just put up an ad like I did last time, and then these 2 popped up. Like, seriously, I put up, I'm looking for this, and 2 popped up.
Wow, pretty cool. And I know with the edges of the acrylics, if you hit them with a torch, they shine like glass again. You can see right through them.
That's kind of cool.
So,
so you burn it to make it clear.
Yeah, it's weird.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got a big one. Looked at doing these right before Pangea came out with theirs. I just didn't have the time and didn't want to invest in a plastic company doing 1,000 minimum. Wow,
Wow.
that's a lot.
That's why I said I would just do it myself. I'll do 10 at a time.
There's a company that does that has some at Sewerfest, but they breed cresteds. I'm trying to think who it was. They were just a small little table. They had like 10 crested geckos, and then they had a bunch of supplies.
Now, here's a question for you, Wally. Do you think one that would go in a corner would be okay, like in a corner of the glass, so it would be in the back corner, or would you rather have them stuck to the sides?
Katie's Critters. Love it.
That's it. And you, what would you think? Would you, because you got them too.
The corners, me, it's all about speed. I would want something that's easy to get to really quick. Because I'm going to be going over that. You might want to watch the Young Explorers in September because I'm going to be going over the difference between keeping and being a breeder and how I got to speed things up without, killing the quality of care for the animal. Like my
That's a good
highs,
topic.
yeah. And was that the name of the vendor you were thinking? Yes, it was. Exactly, Wally. That's what it is, Katie's Critters. We'll see her here in not Janesville. I don't think she does Janesville, does she? She does Seward, though. She does Seward. But I'm all about speed. I have to get it down to, can I do this and can I get this done in this amount of time? I can't do it. So when I add an animal, when I'm adding an animal, it's like how much time a week does it actually need out of my time? How much does it need out of me? Memphis, when I did it, I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to clean this cage. It'd be a 2-hour job. That's it. I hand feed that thing every day.
All right, Wally, I got what you're saying. Magnets and not suction cups either, right? Yeah.
And that's a cup holder. But if you are selling them, you might want to make it more attractive and make them sellable to the keepers. Yeah, see, that I think your target area is going to be the keeper.
Yeah.
Your target audience is going to be the keeper. I was watching a YouTube video. Someone talking about Brian Barczyk and how he flip flops from being a commercial breeder to being a naturalistic.
He does that a lot.
Zoo. And he'll say, racks are best here, but then racks aren't best here. It's naturalistic. And you could catch him contradicting himself a lot, okay? And that wasn't really the point I drew from this video. He said that 90% of the people that watch Brian Barczyk are keepers, not breeders. So he thinks 90% of his content should go towards keepers, not breeders. They don't care about mass-producing ball pythons or mass-producing leopard geckos or mass-producing this. 90% of people on YouTube are not commercial breeders.
That's the truth.
So you should target the 90%.
Yeah, because even what's the name does that? Emily. She got a big channel, and most of her people are keepers and not breeders.
Yeah. So, I mean, even myself, if I started doing let's be honest, my channel might not succeed because I talk about mass producing leopard geckos, or that's what I'm talking about mostly is like, how am I doing this and how am I doing that? But the audience on YouTube, I don't have the Steve Sykes and, the Jeff Galewoods watching to say, hey, how does Gary do it? Because they already know what they're doing. I have some of the people dreaming to be that big, but it's such a small, concentrated, when in the big realm of it, they might want to just see, how do you set up a leopard gecko? How do you care for one leopard gecko? That's all I'm going to have is one. What do you do? And right there. So yeah. I think I'm focusing on the wrong. I think we should be focusing on the 90%, not the 10%. And it was It was a kid.
I agree with you. Like the show should probably be geared towards a mixture of both, more towards the 90% or whatever.
And that's my problem too, Wally, is my old YouTube was about moving animals, selling animals, and having tons of them, and it was more me showing off what I had, and I was so proud of it, and I got a following that way. But today's audience just don't seem to care that I have thousands of geckos in the other room. They don't care.
Well, I could tell you what I noticed with any video I put up, or even like TikTok videos or my videos I put up on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
When it's just showing an animal and like all the animals you have, they don't get as many views as when I show, like when I showed that picture video setup. And them ones get bigger when it shows the setup and stuff like that. That does big.
And I like what Wally says, that you do what you want to do and not what gets you clicks. And I think that's true. I think
that's
I
true too. Yeah, I agree with that too.
I think we were talking about that before, where I would rather get 200 people that like what I do than 1,000 people and I'd be fake.
I agree.
But when you're doing a business, I think you need to go, like them cups, you would go after the keeper. You would be, if you set something up, you would want to go after that person that has, 2 or 3 or whatever, and they're not, producing tons. That'd be your audience. I'm breeding dubias now. I want to breed dubias. I really, really want to breed like on a higher level. One,
that would be awesome too.
One, I want to breed it so if a mealworm shortage ever goes out again, I can help my friends, like the Miles and the Wallies. And Wally produces a lot of his own food, but if someone needed it, I had it. I could say, "Hey guys, I have these dubias here. Take them," But also dubia sell, and so what I was thinking is I can offer that as part of the food. When you buy a gecko, you get some dubia roaches with them. That's what I'm thinking. That's why I want to produce something like, oh, you bought a gecko? Here, take 50 dubia roaches too.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. It makes me wonder, Wally. I don't know. You got way more subscribers than I do, and but your channel does. You still get more views than I do, but like the picture video I put up on Instagram. Is it Instagram or is it? I think the one. No, it was TikTok. Got 200 views, maybe something like that, and that's not big, but it's not like my snake feeding video that I did.
I put up something on Instagram, but I don't do videos on Instagram. Let's see what I got. I just put up the blood tangerine for 400. That's all it was at a price tag.
Yeah, I seen that one,
and I got 10 likes. I don't know.
And another thing, I was watching this creator, Wally. I don't know if you knew this, but when you're doing something on Instagram, only do 8 hashtags, between 8 and 15 hashtags. 3 of the hashtags have to be directly related to the niche of what your channel is or what your post all the time is, and put those 3 hashtags in every post you put up, and then add, like 5 more. If you put too many, if you do the whole 30, it interferes with the algorithm and the algorithm gets confused. But if you do the 3, they will specifically gear it towards the people who always are clicking on those, and they will get you an audience that way on Instagram.
I'm bad. I only put Orner Exotics.
I put Orner Exotics some of my stuff too.
I just put Orner Exotics, and I've been doing that forever. I don't know if it helps. Social media has been good to me at the same time, but I mean, someone's gonna get mad for whatever. I don't enjoy selling online. I just don't enjoy it. I like shows. I like reptile shows.
Yes. See, there you go. You can even put isopods in. See what the guy was saying. If you got do 2 or 3 things, and you do 2 or 3 different things on your thing, you should put all 3 of those in every video or every picture, so that it still draws people to your thing. Because you don't. But he says once the algorithm picks up your niche, it will constantly do that. And if you start throwing different ones in there, it goofs it up somehow.
But does Wally do isopods?
I don't know. Does he? He's only the isopod father.
Yeah, I don't know if he does.
Pod father.
I think we should really get Wally some cool stuff. I think he needs some snakes.
Yeah. you're asking for trouble because Nanette can reach you much faster than she can
Night,
reach me.
Leo. See you later. I'll see you Sunday.
Later, Leo.
Yeah,
Thanks for
this
stopping
show
in,
is-
buddy.
This show actually went quick. I had to
Yeah.
jog off, but it went quick. Yeah. I wonder if what did I miss? A kind of. Oh yeah, we did that one.
Yep.
Show weeks are tough on me, but this back-to-back thing is killing me.
What, Thursday and Friday?
No, it's the show.
Oh, the
Sunday and
show
another
shows.
Sunday,
Okay,
yeah.
I got you.
Gary to say I don't do cool stuff.
No. He says you need more cool stuff.
We need to get him some cool stuff. We need. Do you know what? I have a corn snake here. I won at the auction. For, I don't know, a couple Janesville won the auction. I still have it. I never bought anything for it. It's a corn snake scaleless.
They're cool.
I don't know what to do with it. And I got a tarantula in my curly hair.
I have
my
a few
rubber
tarantulas.
duckies. I got rubber duckies. I said last week I got rubber.
Yeah,
ducky
you got rubber
babies.
ducky babies. Yes,
I'm
yes,
so
yes,
happy.
that's awesome.
I'm naming them all.
I'm waiting for my Hoffmans to have babies.
Dude, them are cool.
They guard their babies. But like the dubias, like you were saying with dubias, now that I got this bigger place over here that I'm cleaning out and fixing up, I can really mass produce over there.
My main reason is I just want to give like a few dubias, like with the geckos when they say do they eat. I don't want to give out my mealworms. So, but they'll eat dubia. I'm like, well, they'll eat mealworms, but here's some dubias. They all eat dubias. Or if I give them 50 smalls, whoop-de-doo, they can raise them up and breed them themselves. I don't care.
I think you should feed some dubias to your crested geckos.
They get them.
Grow.
I throw
fast.
I throw dubias at them. I throw mealworms, hornworms. I threw some question marks at them because my question marks are taking off like big time. So I threw some question marks. I've been throwing shadows in there now.
Yeah.
I've been using shadows as a like an isopod type thing because they eat the poop and everything else. And when they have, it's not frass, it's like a soil.
Yeah.
So, and the geckos can eat them.
I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that have crested geckos and only feed the crested gecko diet. But when you throw a live animal, like a cricket or a roach in there, that animal's a different animal. I love how just alert they become, and they're just like, I'm hunting.
My leopard geckos are all trained. They know when they get fed, they go up there a bowl, and they just look like dogs.
Yeah.
But I want to really get dubias going. Like I want to have like 10 full bins, and then I want to offer them more for my wholesale, to my pet stores, and say, hey, I can do like 500 for this or whatever, and then if my friends ever need it, we have another source that's free for the close friends, because there was a lot of us that was really hurting during the mealworm shortage.
Yes, Wally, I would love to hear it.
What is it? I want to hear my favorite things to do in the facility. He likes to
scare Nanette by being a psycho.
Build a new rack. He likes building new racks.
I watched that video yesterday. I watch a lot of his videos all the time over and over again. And I watched the video where his son came in and was like, I think we got to move the rack. And Nanette's like, you can't move that rack. So he fixed it with a hammer. He broke it right in half.
The racks.
Yeah. And Crystal was in the corner in a little tube bubble going, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs. It was cool. It was cool. It was a good video.
I love it. Man, I'm beat and I still got work to do, but I got things to wash. All the geckos are packed. What we got? You mentioned feeding live foods to Cressies. I love feeding baby mealworms or dubious to my baby Cressies. They listen to the room sounds like popcorn.
Oh, I suppose.
To the room sound like the
crunching.
I have a gargoyle that will attack large dubias.
Wow.
He will try his damnedest to get large dubias.
This the gargoyle I got will sit on its perch, like the thing I have in there. It sits there and it doesn't move all day. But if I shut the lights off, and in the middle of the night I go down and I flick the light on, he pops around and looks at me because he's in a different spot. Then he's down on the floor eating, looking for stuff. But he's like, "What are you doing?"
I like gargoyles. Yeah. I can't breed them though. I can't breed gargoyles. Gargoyles don't like me. I can breed cresteds. I can't breed gargoyles.
Send them to me. We'll split it 50-50. I'll breed them, and we'll split it 50-50.
Everyone tells me that I don't have cool gargoyles because all mine are gray and silver and stuff.
I think they're cool too.
I like the gray and silver ones. I like the ones that look like bark. Like I like that. Everyone's like, them are the cheap ones. I'm like, I don't care. That's the ones I like.
Yep. No.
And like when you look at my geckos, like my leopard geckos, you can see that I breed for the striped tail inadvertently, but I breed for striped tails.
Striped tails because you like the striping.
I like the striped tails, and
that's cool.
I actually taken a. That's another Leonardo's not here. I got a bold bell male going. This thing's insane. But I hatched 4 of them this year, so I was gonna sell 3, but I talked myself into only going 1. Now I got a bold gem snow going. I got a bunch of gem snow stuff going. My female gem snow radar's not going. The male, I hatched 2. It was all het-to-het breeding. It was gem snow, het radar to a bunch of het radars, because I wanted that gem snow look to be passed on too, without the albinos and stuff. And I hatched 2 gem radars, 1 male, 1 female, and the female is insane. The male, I don't like him, so he's getting sold. He's getting sold. I'm only selling him $500.
That's a good price, so.
Yeah, for a gemstone radar, a 3-gene animal with one of the rare snows. I'll even go down on him if someone came up and offered me money. I'll go down. Oh man, yeah. I got my old banner up on my wall now too. That one I can't take out in public.
Oh, yeah.
It's got the old gecko on it, but it's got a white and yellow radar on it that Marcia has now. She bought that. It has the founding tangerine rainwater, and it's got a thin stripe animal that I sold that project off.
Now, the reason you can't take it is because of the gecko that's on there, right?
Yep. That cartoony, bubbly gecko.
Yeah. Who brought that to your attention that was a different...
Wally. Wally might have had someone tell him. But he just says, "Hey," it gave me the link, and I was just like, "What?" And it's not wrong because this game has like tons of animals in the same pose, like tons of different animals, like foxes and deer and other geckos and other animals in the same pose, like identical pose. And I was like, "Great!" So I contacted them and says, "Hey." And I kind of told them the story, but they never contacted me back. And I only can go off what they have on their site, and it says non-commercial use. It's like a game where you like get a character like that, and you can build them up different ways and change the color. And it's a character in a game. So I don't know. I took it down as fast as I could. I think there's some remnants of it around the internet, and but I had it up for the longest time, like the longest. That's all
I remember you buy was that one. But the one behind you, I like the one behind you.
Yeah, so now I went with this one, and I had to rebrand it. And we had to rebrand, and Erica stepped up. Well, how it went was I went to Erica, and Erica's like, "I don't do logos." And I'm like, "Oh," she goes, "If you need my help, I'll help you." And I went to Fiverr and got that one. I was so disappointed. And she goes, "Gary, you want me to draw you a gecko?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She drew me this. Every time she'd show me sketch. I'm like, "That's looking great." She goes, "You want anything?" No. And she just did it. I did not have her edit it once.
Oh, yeah?
But I know you did the right thing. Yeah, I had to. It was the right thing to do. So that banner I still have. It's hung up behind my my computer monitor here. I look up at it. The actual gecko's like right there. It's like right behind it. I look at it all the time. when I did Orner Exotics back in the day, it was one of them things where I did a few different things, and then this gecko, I paid for it on Fiverr, and I started using it, and then it was found to be. I mean, literally, there's
Now-
no way that I could say that was my gecko.
Could you get in trouble for that, or
I'm
could they get in trouble for that?
I'm sure if I was using it in commercials, they would come at me. But I'm not sure if the people would. They might contact me and say, stop doing it first. I don't know. But on their site, it said no commercial use. So if it's non-commercial use, I think I can use the gecko. But it was total commercial. It was like totally 100%. So now I know my gecko is 100% mine. Like, this is my gecko. And Erica proved it. She drew it. I seen every step of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And now I got Mr. I don't even have a name for him. Like, I ran a contest to name the other gecko. I ran a contest.
Yeah.
I ran a contest to name the other gecko, and it's all good. I'm more about karma and doing the right thing, because the way I feel, if it was my game, I'd be very upset.
Of course you would.
So, and then my other one that she did for me, I got like tons of stuff that she did. This now and then is laying down. I got it where it's laying down. Holding.
I like that one too. I do like that one.
She made this for my banner, but I liked the way the other one looked on the banner I have now. I'm making another banner, so I have 2 or 3, but this one's eventually going to be my big 6-foot banner, and then the other one that I had up is going to be my stand-up banners. Yeah, I go nuts with tons of stuff.
I like I like Wally's too. His the one he's got right now on this one here, the Supreme Gecko one.
Yeah, the Supreme.
Anyone know what channel Brooklyn 99 comes on?
Fox, or is it Fox?
I thought maybe it was FX.
Fake news.
Oh, yeah. They're all fake news.
No, Brooklyn 99's it.
It might be.
That comedy
Yeah, I know.
show.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know right off the top of my head.
Season.
I don't know. It might be NBC. But yeah, I got to get a new banner, because this one here is okay, but like I don't do the blood pythons no more, and I don't do the ball. I'm not breeding ball pythons at the moment, so I want to get something with more geckos on it. See that gecko right there?
Yep.
That was the first crested gecko I ever produced from a Wally. I got the parents from Wally.
Well, that's pretty cool. And that's why I went with a gecko, is because I know I always produce geckos. As long as I'm breeding, I'll produce geckos. So that's why I went leopard. And then Orner Exotics, I like I told you, Orner, who's going to ever do Orner? Other than someone with my name. And then Exotics, I can do anything, because I do dabble in a lot of other stuff. Like, I don't know, I dabble in tons of stuff.
And I went with green because green's my favorite color.
Actually, yellow, I forget. I think she chose yellow and red, and I just went with it. It just looks good. I have the PDF and everything for ordering this one. I gotta jump into a program and make one without a background though, so I can put it on a shirt.
Oh,
that's what I need to do.
You can't put that one on a shirt?
I can, but it's a gray background. I want it to be just the logo part. I got the PDF. It'd take me 2 seconds. I just got to go in and render it, and boom, done. Like I did it kind of with this one with the black, because it's black on that one. It's all black. I kind of changed it.
Mm-hmm. That one, I like that one too, because it pops out.
Yeah, I did this because it kind of ties everything in. That is a big problem I have right now. Isopods and fish too. Yeah.
It's amazing how we evolve as we go.
Yeah. How we chose Pro Hearst back in the day, and this is a story. My buddy's name had herpiculture in it, Ray Gushaw. Okay. And we like Pro Exotics. So we said pro herpiculture. Seriously, that's how we came up with pro herps. And we could do anything reptile related. Thank you. It's all Erica. All Erica. Erica's amazing. And so then when no joke, when I gave pro herps to my brother, and I went up north with my ex, we were AGO and Amelia. Animalia being all animals. And then it sounded better AGO because it's Amber Gary Horner. Instead of Gary GAO. It was AGO. And of course that went away. So I went back and I was pro herps again. And then of course I moved on. I moved to Wisconsin, gave pro herps to my brother, and I went to G&L Reptiles. Gary and Laura Reptiles. And but you expanding too so quickly. Yeah, you say you're expanding.
Thank you, Wally.
And so I just said basically, I'm like, we're just gonna go with the name, Horner Exotics, done.
Now
that was it.
Mine right here, DEA, that was simple. Because I was like, I gotta come up with a name, and Becky goes, that's it. She always said if I ever opened up anything or did anything, it had to have that DEA in it. So that's where it went. Because that's David, Emma, and Andrew.
That's cool.
My children. So
there you go. So you have something that's connected to it. And I say keep the exotics. You were talking about going together. Just keep the exotics.
Yep, that's what I plan to do.
Because like Supreme Gecko, I look at Wally. When I think of Wally, I think of geckos, but now I think of isopods. Because he branded himself so well. I think of isopods, and I think of all the crazy stuff that he does. What pro herps? When people think of pro herps, Gary, it's venomous. You ask any of the old school people, it's pro herps venomous. That's just what it is. Now Horner Exotics is known for leopard geckos. Some people don't even know what I have. Some people don't even know about Memphis. They don't know about the fants I have. I'm like, because I found a female, I got a female. Female fant is satanic. So I don't know if it's gonna breed. Then my buddy Bill and Sarah just had baby blue tongues.
That's cool. Hey, now see, there's something else I would someday wouldn't mind dibble dabbling in. But like I said, Wally, I'm going to send you a picture of that and what I want to turn into an enclosure over there. Give me your ideas. I don't have the exact dimensions on it, but it's big. It's about 5 foot, about 3 feet deep, about 4 foot high. No, it's 5 foot high, I would say. But it's like a 5 foot cube, and it's 2.5 feet deep.
That's what I'm talking about. I say fants. No, don't. Fants are touchy, man.
I know. When you said that, I'm like, what?
Satanic geckos. Sequoia, I think I'm saying it right. My Sequoia are doing okay. I thought she was gravid, but she's not. I got to get into some rare stuff. I want to get into Australian geckos.
What? Oh, it's made of plywood, but I can seal it on the inside with Flex Seal or something like that, and paint the outside of it and plexiglass the front of it. Now, see, I was also thinking. Oh, and thank you for stopping in, Theo. By the way, thank you for stopping in. But whatever I do, I want to be able to put a lot of something in it, not just like one thing or that's the problem. A morning gecko. What do you open it up and come out like a million of them, whoosh, chasing them all over the room? What the heck?
Morning geckos, the cloners. That's why I call them the cloners. Someone that wants me to buy morning geckos, and they came up to me and they're like, what did he say? Like $50 a piece. I just looked at them like, why? I can buy 2 and I'll have hundreds of them. What's this say? Morning. Is that morning gecko? See? Morning gecko, see?
Yeah, I said that to Wally too, but then I watched, what's his name there? Altitude Exotics. Was it Altitude Exotics? It might have been somebody else. but they had a 18 by 18 or a 32 by 32 exoteric cube,
Yeah.
and the little gap in the glass, them little babies can get the heck out of that.
Yeah.
And they're finding them all over our house.
Yeah. That's fine.
That's fine.
Miles, I don't know, what was it, like 2 Janesvilles ago? He went and bought morning geckos, and they were so tiny. And he goes, they're going to get out. I should ask him if they got out. I should ask him.
You know, as I look at it, it might be about 4 feet deep, but I'll show you if you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it or not real well.
It's going to be cool, though.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, just flex seal it.
Yeah, I plan to flex seal it. It'll be fine. I built a lot of racks, so babies are small. Yeah, got a little pinhole in there, and they're running all over the house.
I mean, I thought the alligator lizards were small when they were babies. Morning geckos,
I don't know how small could these picta geckos be, because I got them little eggs, man. I'm telling you, I could fit. I bet you I could put 5 eggs on a little milk carton cap.
yeah, pictas hatch small, but they're little eating machines.
Yeah, well, I know the ones I got are eating machines.
Yeah, I would do an arboreal garter, or you could put, if you want to go single, put like a green tree python or an emerald in there.
I thought of that too.
You
But
always
if
get
I
a
got-
typus.
Yeah, but if I got, I would have to have 2. I can never go with 1, but it has to be 2.
You can get 2 typus. I mean, getting them out would be a little hard. Boom slings rock. Boom slings aren't bad.
Yeah, I could never say that to the wife.
Just tell her it's a colubrid. You're not lying.
No, well, that's true.
You're not
But
lying.
don't go near it. But don't
Yeah,
go near it.
Well, boom slings are one of them snakes that they know they can kill you, I think, and they don't bite often. They're more of a charger. They'll charge you.
Yeah.
Al has one that bites. Mine
That's
never
like
really bit.
you made that sound like a Del Secchi commercial. When I have a beer, it's but when I do, yeah, no, it's like they don't bite you, but when they do, there's an issue.
Yeah, you'll die.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one.
What else could he put in there? If you go snake wise, I mean, you go to Amazon tree boas.
Yeah. If I were to, I would want the emerald tree because green's my favorite. Amazon tree, bitey little freaky things.
Let's see. I'm working with a couple geckos that the adults are about the same size as a picto baby. That is insane.
So, do you need a microscope to see the eggs on that, or do they give live births?
That is insane.
And do you have a video up of these?
Oh, I mean, can you imagine the babies from that? If they're, jeez.
How would you even know you had eggs?
I was talking to a person. I want to start getting into Australian geckos and stuff, and
they're fun.
And then he was like micro geckos, and I'm like, I'm leaving micro geckos to Wally.
That's what Wally says to me all the time. You need micro geckos. They're so cool.
There is no way.
What the heck?
It's a little bit bigger than a grain of sand.
I gather you don't have sand in them enclosures, huh?
That's awesome. That's kind of cool. I like that though. See, I like people that go outside the norm and go outside the, and do something different. And the Wally does do that.
Yes. That's pretty cool. That's yeah, Wally likes that little micro stuff.
I don't even know if that's considered micro. That is.
What the heck do you feed something that small?
I got a hole in my head.
Yeah, it's right there. I like that too. When I go to point at DEA, I go, but I'm always over this hand. I'm like, yeah, well, no, it's over there.
I struggle. Like it's like this is my right hand.
Yeah,
it looks like it's my left hand. I don't know.
It's the Matrix, man.
Yeah. Well, I want to move.
So yeah, that's small. That is small.
So this show, I think Wally needs to do $10,000. I need to do $10,000, and everyone else doesn't sell nothing.
I agree.
Now, don't tell Dylan that.
maybe you should catch everybody out at the parking lot and tie them up and throw them behind a dumpster, and then just go in and say, I don't know where
That's what I'm
anybody's at.
talking about.
Don't know where any of the vendors are at.
I'm only gonna have 2 different kind of geckos there, though. I'm gonna have caves and leopards. That's all I'm gonna have. Wally usually has cresteds and gargies and leopards and isopods and picta, and I like his table.
He's got a little combination of everything.
He just has a little of everything. So when anyone comes up to me and goes, "Is there any other type of geckos here?" I literally just go over to Wally's. He'll have tons of different types of geckos. And they're always perfect. And he'll tell you how to care for them the right way. And my fan foots, though, geez, I will tell you, Wally, fan foots are eating machines. I'll have fish at the table. Oh, that's cool. That's
kind of fish?
cool. I'm excited about that. That's cool. But my fan foots are eating machines. That's like, I got them off.
You're welcome, Gary.
Yeah, Wally. Wally, you
Absolutely.
deserve it. And I got them in, and they just, my buddy Casey had them on his table. And I went out and picked them up once, and he goes, "Take them all, Gary. Take them all." And of course, I bought them all. And I took them home. These things eat mealworms and dubias, and they are just, oh my God, eating machines.
Are they easy to care for, or do they have? Can they be a little touchy?
No, they're easy to care for. I set them up. I put them on cocoa fiber, and then put vines all over the cage. And I have a crescent gecko diet that they eat. I didn't think they would, but they do. I don't give them a lot, but I put crescent gecko diet in there, and then I just throw every so often. I just literally throw it in there, except for the mealworms. I put them in a dish. They will tear up. I have 6 in the cage, and they tear up 50 mealworms in one night. I might have to bump them up because I got them like at 89 on the hotspot. They are insane. I love them, but the thing is, I can't take pictures of them because they are so fast. Like, I open the lid, boom, they're gone. So I scoot the lid over and I work on one side. I go on the other side.
Did you see the video that Dave Kaufman put out the other day in a pet store? And
No,
they had the longest.
watched it.
They're the longest geckos. They're a leaf tail, but they're the longest geckos. They're not the heaviest. They're not because they're not Leachianus, but they're the longest.
Oh, the giants?
And
Yeah.
Yeah, they're giants. That's what they are. Giants. Are they hard to take care of?
All leaf tails tend to have a little bit more touchy, and they're more touchy to heat. They're almost opposite of fan foots. Like, heat will kill most of your leaf tails. And they don't like high traffic areas. They don't like loud noises. They are very secretive. The problem with leaf tails is they're so pretty, they want to take pictures of them all the time.
Later, Wally.
Hey, see you later, Wally. So leaf tails, any leaf tail species can be a problem. You just got to set them up right. Like alligator lizards are supposed to be a problem. If you get the setup right, then they're easy. Like literally right now, it's too hot in here. It's like 70 degrees in here, and they are buried. They're buried down. That's what they do when it gets in the 70s. And I might have another. How will I have more eggs? I just pulled more this morning. She's still digging. What in the world? Whatever. My cave gecko's digging. My female cave gecko, I throw in dubias in with them, and I got them a cocoa fiber, but they'll dig for dubias. They'll dig. So
now, do they have to be kept on a substrate, or can you keep them like you do leopard geckos?
I did for a while, but they didn't do well.
No, they need to have the substrate then, right?
Yeah, because it would mold. The paper towel molded too fast.
Yeah.
And I would get that moldy areas because I kept it moist. So I just put them on that, and with them digging and the ventilation right, I don't get mold anymore. And I don't heat them. I want to buy a bigger rack so I can put them all. I got them all outside, just sitting on tubs.
I keep my geckos on bare bottoms. I find it, except for the babies, I put in with paper towels.
All babies get paper towel. Leopard geckos, they get nothing else. And then crested geckos are kept simple. All paper towel. Then they get an egg crate, and then I put vines in there. That's all they get.
Oh, you do use egg crate? No, I don't use egg crate. I use the styrofoam pool noodles.
Yep, I got egg crate in there, and then I cut tops, and I leave the vines I buy at the dollar store.
Yeah.
So then they have that, and then I have a lay box for all the females. And I keep most of my males in with my females. I don't care. And then my gargoyles are the same way, but they have a bark instead. I got bark sheets. What kind of crested? Nothing really special. I have from Reds. I got some low-end Dalmatians and some Harlequins and stuff. My cresteds usually go to wholesale only.
I have a pinstripe. I have Reds. That's pretty much. Oh, I got an orange one too. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I might have 30 female cresteds, 28. I forget. Like it gets bad when I start forgetting. Like someone asked me how many females I have. I'm like, I don't know, but I could tell you if I'm missing one when I'm in there.
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you would know.
Because once I get over that rack, I get in that mind frame like, oh, this is that one, this is that one, this is that one. Like when I seen that one beat up, that tore me up today.
Yeah,
I was like, gosh dang it. And she's moving, but she got beat up. She dropped her tail. She got beat up. So I was like, gosh dang it, stupid female. Come on. Everyone's gonna be like, it was the male. No, it was a female, 100%. I know it was. I'll deal with it. I'll probably end up selling that other female as a pet. What we got here?
You need a what?
What you need? Yeah, me. I just don't do high end cresties.
Oh, he needs a female Dalmatian.
Oh, I'll tell you who to go. Wally.
That's the man. Supreme Geckos, Wally Kern.
Yeah, I do sell. My cresteds can go to other people. It's just I got a problem. Wally's gonna hear this later and he's gonna yell at me. I don't like taking my cresteds to shows to compete with my friends, so I just wholesale them off. That's pretty bad.
Yeah, Wally Kern's got some nice stuff over there.
Yeah, it shows someone wants to compete with leopard geckos with me. I don't care. I'm going to have more than anybody else. But I don't like, taking gargoyles. I got gargoyle friends there. I got crested gecko friends there. And I feel bad. And it's not that I'll sell more than them. I just feel bad. I have tons of geckos I sell. And I'm trying to now step on their toes, That's how I feel. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna bring 200 crested geckos to the show. I can't bring a gargoyle because I can't produce a gargoyle if my life depended on it.
Yes, it is admirable of him. He's very good like that.
Yeah, I'll send people. I'll give you another example. At Janesville, Mickey asked me where my friends could set up, and I said set them up right next to me that actually bred geckos, leopard geckos. It literally was me, Miles of Impeccable Gecko, Evan of Decked Out Geckos, and then my buddy Dylan of Dab Geckos or DAB Geckos. It was all of us, and then it was one other person, I forget, it was Ballpipe, then it was Wally. So we called it Gecko Alley. And he goes, why do you want this? I was selling their geckos. Dylan will tell you to this day, someone wanted to buy a $500 gecko off me. And they told me what the male was. It was a bold. And the gecko he was going to buy off me was a white and yellow raptor. And it was a tangerine. It was just insane looking. And he wanted that. And I'm like, well, with the bold, it's gonna take all that away. It's going to take you generations. I would go buy this bold from Dab Exotics and build your Bold collection and add this next year. And I sold Dab Exotics Bold over my $500 gecko.
Yep.
This is how I am. But I feel bad. Dab Exotics wanted to buy some wholesale geckos off me, and it's show season, so I can't. It is weird, though, selling someone wholesale geckos and then competing against your own geckos at a show.
Yeah. Well, I produced that. That.
I do it a lot. I'm like, well, never mind. Or someone come up and goes, this breeder over there. I'm like, no, that's mine. That's what I say all the time. I'm like, no, that's mine. It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, my peoples are my peoples. Evan and Miles and Dylan and Wally are family. Andrew's family. This way it's got to be. Evan came from California. Yeah. Don't kill me, Evan. California, and he moved here to Madison to go to school. That guy, if I knew what he did at his age, Evan is a special person. Evan is very special. He's a superstar and doesn't even know it. He doesn't even act like it either. I'm Evan. Oh.
Well, that's good because I like people like that. I don't like people that they start getting bigger and then they get a little bit of chip on their shoulder, like I'm better than you. What do you know? That's just not right. Evan's
just an amazing. I hope he can make it tomorrow. Sunday. He said he's camping. He's gonna try to make it. He's just a good guy.
So Theo, where are you located at?
Oh wow, it's 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
it's getting there.
Woo! Yes, it is. The time is
Myrtle Beach. Really?
Dang, well, that's right. You told me that before.
I'm going to Myrtle Beach.
You told me that before, Myrtle Beach.
Green Bay here. Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Is there any shows in around Myrtle Beach down there? Besides, I suppose you could drive to Florida to Daytona or something. Yeah, it's only 10 here.
It's 10 here. They should have Myrtle Beach. They should have a Repticon or whatever out that way.
You would think, because they have a lot of Repticons.
What does it say? You aren't missing nothing, guys. I promise.
My wife used to watch that show, Myrtle Beach.
There it is. Oh man, I gotta pack cave geckos tomorrow. I don't pack cave geckos a day before.
Oh, you haven't heard anything good about them? See that? They had that Repticon. Never been to a Repticon show, so I couldn't tell you. I've never.
I don't like putting down other places, but I have not heard anything good about Repticon either. No. I gotta do a Sean Gray show because me and Sean go back a ways through the Gecko blog. I met him through the Gecko blog. So I got to do a Sean Gray show. Mickey, I'll always support Mickey's Show Me Snakes shows. I want to get back to Columbus and do a Columbus show. That's where it's all started. That's one of arguably it's the oldest show. Some people say Lee Watson's show is the oldest, and now it goes to Scott. But Columbus is probably the oldest show because Don Hamper started it all. I used to vend that when I was a kid, when I was 16 years old, 15 years old. I used to be a young punk kid selling alligators. Oh, man, I slung alligators.
Well, you about ready to call this show then, or?
Yeah, I got stuff to pack. I got stuff to do. So I'm outie. If you got anything else to add?
No. I just want to thank everybody for stopping in. It was a great show.
Yeah. Stop there. Next week, I will have an announcement to say. I will be picking out the bloods that we'll give away.
Oh, there we go.
I'm going to pick them out and show them because I got to pick out the male going to this guy. Wait, that guy. That guy. And then I'll pick out the male we're going to give away. I got to make sure he gets an amazing one. I want it to glow in the dark like it just glows. So
yeah.
So, all right, everybody, we are
Peace.
out.